politics. The politicians that label you unfit to exist. The politicians supported by Britain that want your geographical location removed. The same people that removed your name, Biafra. The same people that removed your geographical identity from the world map. They are the same ones telling you you are committing treasonable felony for trying to tell them that you are still alive. We sit and say we are peaceful people. And nobody's mentioning that over 5 million of you were genocidally killed children. And Britain, the same Britain supervised the killings of our children. They don't want you. They don't want you to survive. They have your resources under their control. They know you're learned. They know that if they allow you to survive, you will not come to them for anything. They want you to come, kneel down and beg. And they say they're offering you citizenship. They are offering you this and that. As the same people that a few days ago said they can withdraw it any day. Now you are fighting to be free. Oh, they were doing you a favor by making you a citizen. Britain, your citizen, Nnamdi Kanu, is being held under extraordinary rendition. Have you protected him as a citizen? What is he gaining as a citizen of Britain? You have disgraced him. You've let him down. And you are killing his people. Whatever is happening, you don't care. You don't want to know. You supervised the killings of Biafrans during the war, which I was there. You armed Nigeria. You armed the Fulanese to come and wipe out the Biafrans. And Harold Wilson openly, without shame, as a human being, as a father, made a gesture. And that gesture, I don't know why he was not charged. I don't know why the superpowers, those that have just fought war and ended it in 1949, whatever the war ended, and they said, never again, under our watch. This man said, we will never allow Igbos to exist, to be free, with the vast resources under their control. Japan will be no match. These are the people determining your fate. May I ask you, fellow Biafrans and Africans, the black-headed Africans, how many of your elites, how many of those that are defending you are alive? They're all dead. You have an Organization of African Unity. I'm not saying AU, I'm saying Organization of African Unity. Everywhere is OAU, OAU. You go to use restroom, OAU. You go to get fast food to eat, OAU. But they are impotent, inactive, supported and sponsored by the world powers. They existed in names, not in practice. When the genocidal acts were being committed on Biafrans, what did they say? Nothing. They kept dragging their feet, meeting upon meeting and upon meeting and upon meeting with no result. Were you able to recognize the genocidal act on Rwanda because of France? Pol Pot was arrested and tried for killings of Cambodians. And they said millions. They reserved the skulls of those killed. And the coverage of the Nigerian Civil War was so massive that even some of those covering it were saboteurs, spies. And they know the history. They're not telling you. The reason I'm hammering on this is that you have people that have failed to look back. Ojus Kanu and co. These people that are in the Senate, these people are in the House of Reps, these people that are in the judiciary, that are from the South. Now I'm telling you about the South, because before it started as the East, as Biafrans, now it has spread across the southern part of Nigeria. This is a sort of conspiracy to get hold of the whole of the South. And we were shouting, the Yorubas, you're backwards, you're this. Now they are up. They know. They understand. I don't see why any Biafran, I don't care your rank and file, that will get up and say you are contesting for election. For who? Your homes are burning. Your people are being killed. They have not respected your right as a human being since 1945. That the genocidal acts been taking place. As the years go by, it increases. It doesn't decrease. How dare you think then that it's going to decrease? You had a political elite. Good luck, Jonathan. They chased him out. And these same people are telling you they will never allow any Southerner to be president. And you're holding the one that is telling you, we don't want to be with you. We want to be free. Set us free. You're holding him through extraordinary rendition. And you're accusing him of treasonable felony for expressing his freedom of speech, right to exist. And Britain, one of the fundamental enforcers of freedom of human rights, they are not talking. And the most annoying part of it is that MAZI Nnamdi is your citizen. You have not protected him. You have not asked for his immediate release because his quest is the right request. The only thing is that it affects you. Why don't you bargain with him? Why don't you call him and say, okay, let's talk? You are a citizen. His representative in London has not even spoken about him. And you have our people. The will of the people supersedes the will of individual. The will of the people supersedes the will of the government. When the people decide we've had enough force of arm, will not stop. The people of the South, will understand that that policy to liquidate Biafra is the same policy that will liquidate the West. Release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, whether Britain likes it or not. They have stolen enough. And if they come in a very peaceful way, that's fine. We negotiate. But they are your lords. They are your masters. Which our people are willingly submitting themselves to be dominated upon. They cannot even make a simple collection of a selection of a coach if it's not a white person. Is this the mentality of the people that hope to be moving forward? The Yorubas understand. They know. They know. We might stay and talk. We might sit down and say whatever we like. At the end of the day, we are suffering. Listen to this, my Yoruba friend. They're experiencing the same population decimation. It started from the Middle Belt. First of all, it was the Super Igbos. If you can get rid of these Igbos, the rest of them will be piece of cake. So they started after the war to clamp more on Biafrans. No victor, no vanquished. But they said, okay, but the Constitution says that after 100 years there will be no Nigeria, but we need the land. And Britain would say, look, you know that this amalgamation ends in 2014, so what do? You might as well change your constitution to say Nigeria is indivisible. So who are the ones that said it? It was the Fulanese through their military hegemony. And they are still carrying it out. Oh, it's not just that. Let's go to the Middle Belt and take it over. Oh, now, since we are demonizing the Igbos, the Easterners, we have divided them into slices. And now let's face the West. Who exposed the plan? Who told you that with the truth I will destroy this evil empire? It was our leader, MAZI Nnamdi. They're holding. Why are the population not demanding? Why are the population of the South not rising to say MAZI Nnamdi must be released? Is this still an issue of the East and the Igbos? Why is the Middle Belt, the West, and the Igbos not telling the federal government, this man is telling the truth, he must be released? The will of the people. The sickness that has befallen Nigerians is so vast that their brains have been cooked by Britain. They cannot even untie their own shoes. But they can quickly untie the shoes of Britain. Katrina Long is running rampant across, crisscrossing all over Nigeria, implementing the destructive policies of Britain. And you have Tinubu and Oji Zokalo, evil people. Contributing to the decimation of their people. The will of the people.
A friend driving here this morning, he sells cars, and he was sharing his experience with me. If you're going to the northern part of Nigeria from Lagos, between Lagos and Lokoja, there are 40 custom checkpoints. 40. After Lokoja, all the way to Katsina, not one. Between Lagos, hear me again, between Lagos and Lokoja, 40 custom checkpoints. That is within the border of Nigeria. But once you have crossed Lokoja, not one until you will get to Katsina. And we are all in Nigeria. Let's be clear about something. I have never expected that the beneficiary of a crime would in some way turn around undetected and be the one to offer restitution. When you look at the hard facts, And that is the hard fact. It's verifiable. And I'm sure that there are several people who will be able to say whether I'm a liar by the time I am out of your studio this morning. 40 checkpoints, Lagos to Lokoja, Lokoja to Katsina, none. Now tell me, who gains from the destruction of our internal commerce? So it is difficult, very difficult, to begin to wrap one's brains around the inanities that are offered when we begin to point at real issues. That's just one. But it should illustrate a lot for anyone who is willing to look objectively. Nigeria and Nigerians are the problem of Nigeria. The average Nigerian has no problem with his neighbor. But our system is structured in a way, any system that allows what I just described to you cannot be said to be just. In a situation where you enter a government institution and you see the manifest and clear marginalization of vast parts of the same country, what you are seeing is the legitimization of internal colonialism or an apartheid system that we are being asked to legitimize by our silence. Is either you are benefiting from it and you then don't want to talk about it. Why would you want to change what is working for you?
I don't know. Silence. And we are not the same. At the end of the day, we are not the same. And we will never be the same. They know that we are not the same. All the articles of Human Charter violated in Nigeria, from Lokoja to Lagos, 40 checkpoints. You did not count the one from Lagos to Lagos to South, 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 and you get baboons. They are not done fighting whether they are Igbos or not. They are not done saying that they have different dialects, but that does not excuse you from being a Biafran or being Igbo. People are hopeless and stupid. This is the state of mind of our people. They are not seeing the bigger picture. I think I heaped it on you this morning for you to know that you are right. It's in your hand. You have to fight for your right. As long as you permit Katrina Lang to crisscross across the country, enforcing the doctrine of Britain on you, it will continue to happen. As long as your senators will sit there and not question their policies, it will continue to happen. As long as your House reps continue to watch Britain exercise their domination, and they're called freedom, independence, diplomacy, it will continue to happen. As long as the judiciary cannot question DSS, sponsored and trained and equipped and infused in your country by Britain, it will continue to happen. Where is your president? If it's not that, why did the Queen send a message of condolence to Nigeria? Why did the AU observe a minute of silence? for the dead Buhari. Did he rise up from the dead? And when I mentioned before, I said I did not say AU, I said OAU. I mean OAU as of then. Because of their inept behavior, they wanted a brand new name, AU. And included some more countries from the north of Africa that weren't there before. Is there any difference? No. Biafrans are still being murdered. Have they said anything? No. Nnamdi Kanu is being held. Have they made any statement? No. The Southerners must wake up. Today, not tomorrow. There will come a time you will not even be able to talk. Keep playing the politics of you're from Biafra land. And within Biafra land, you don't even know you're in Biafra land, you still have discrimination. You still have identity issue. Subject to approval from the federal. The federal that is the one dissecting you, chopping you into pieces. You've not learned. Not from the past. You've not learned from the present. From what is happening within your own observation. From your own observation, that is enough for you to draw a conclusion. And if you cannot draw any conclusion from what is happening, that means you're dumb. You're mumu. Release our leader, MAZI Nnamdi. For all intent and purposes, all those that are very much into politics, you are responsible. And the power of the people must be unanimous. 80% is very good. 70% good. 50-50, so-so. 60%, very good. At least the majority carries the vote. That is where you believe that there is a democratic procedure. Majority wins. Oh, did I say majority wins? Then if I say that, there is no way a Southerner is going to be president in Nigeria because majority carries the vote. And don't ask me how. Do not say that they are more in number than you. You did not oppose it. You did not challenge it. You did not ask for evidence. You were there in 2019. They conducted election and they opened the border. And all the Fulanis from Africa, they trooped in through Chad. And they voted. You still watched. And they are telling you, you will never be president. You have refused to find your way. When the masses failed to rise, the Southern masses, when they failed to rise against their politicians, this sham, this charade of Republic of Nigeria will continue. One Nigeria. I don't think I've left the army out of it. I've not left the army out of it. Who are these Nigerian soldiers? Who are they? Where are they? The Southern soldiers are in Sambisa forest, being ambushed and killed by Boko Haram and ISWAP. And then the Boko Haram soldiers are in the villages, wearing the symbol of Islamic country on their shoulder. It is not hidden. Nobody has challenged it. Nobody has asked questions. They are wearing the symbol of Nigerian Islamic symbol. and then your villages. Are you an Islamic South? No. We have our religious freedom. Then why don't you allow us to express our religious freedom? Why? They told you that they are a majority. And if you conduct election, they are going to win. They are going to win. And they will tell you it was democracy. And you're left scratching your head. When did you vote to be an Islamic country? And these are the same people supporting Nigeria. These are the same people arming them. It seems we are short of words. You were here, your government gave huge sum of billions. We did not say anything. It is I'm speechless. I am speechless. Call it what you may. There is no peace. Honesty doesn't exist. Love is not there. There is no sense of belonging. I think the people have been weakened. They have been weakened to the point that it's either they wake up from their slumber or the worst will take place, and it is taking place. It is taking place. You, that is the victim. Have you learned the lesson? Have you formed a way to protect yourself? Have you assembled in a way to communicate amongst you what the dangers are that are lurking around? Every day you're crying. The Fulanis are doing this they are doing that. They claim to be the majority. And whatever political dream you have is meaningless. I will open the phone line. +1 484 767 0848. Innocent Biafrans, we are killed through act of genocide. Nobody recognized it as genocide. 1 million killed in Rwanda was recognized. 5 million not recognized. And the same people you're saying, if you allow them. So who is committing the genocide? Is it Britain or the Fulanese? The law is meant for you, not for them. That is why in the zoo, the same system, they enforce the law on you, not on them. The law is made for you in the zoo in Nigeria, not for them. Do as they say, not as they do. Call your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, MAZI ALOZIE. Good afternoon from here.
Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, my brother, thank you so much for taking my call. I say, may Chukwu Okadiama bless you.
Bless
and
you
keep
too.
on giving you the strength to always come in this hallowed platform to preach this gospel. And the same greetings go to my leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the man who have suffered enough that have put his life and his family in this cause. I say, Chukwu Okadiama, please guide and protect him from every hands of the evil ones and from all evil doers. Any man or woman planning evil against this man and his family, may Chukwu Okadiama destroy them. May they never be alive to see Biafra. This is my prayer, and so shall it be. In the name of Chukwu Okadiama. Dr. Alozie, my name is MAZI ALOZIE. I'm calling from Austria. MAZI, I hope I'm coming out loud and clear.
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Okay, thank you so much. And by the special grace of God, I am the IPOB Austrian National PRO. MAZI, I want to really say this afternoon from here that my heart bleeds, and I'm so in touch that really what is happening to our people in that zoological country called Nigeria is something that we don't know where to start and we don't know where to end. If this God that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu answered and came to open our eyes, by now we don't even know how our people will look like in that country. But whether the enemy likes it or not, we the Biafran people and IPOB all over the world, we have crossed our mind and we have crossed the Rubicon that we are no more going back to Nigeria. It doesn't matter what Cathedral line is running up and down for their 2023 election with all those Kanu and Tinubu. No matter their conspiracy, God Almighty will fight these evil men. They can never, ever succeed in this their evil plan, because after massacre of the so-called Nigeria in Lokito Gate and massacre in Obibo, these are the same people who connect themselves together to kill the so-called citizens of the zoo and Biafrans included, are today colliding themselves once again to come come and deceive the gullibles once again. And I wonder, the people that will come out to vote for these people, for them to come and continue where their killer Muhammad Buhari that died of 2017, to start where he come from. I wonder the people that will come to campaign with these people. Sometimes I begin to ask myself, what really happened to these people? Is there that the same people that are killing you today, you will see some people will still come out and be shouting to Kanu and their co-hosts, all of them put together, that never want you to have life, that never want you to have good life, that never want you to have good infrastructure, that never want you to have good hospitals, that never want you to have good roads. They cannot be, they have choked your life and used their nails to put on the necks of these so-called Nigerians and Biafrans as well. And some people are still coming out because of the little crumbs. Fall, they threw on the floor. You see them all monkeys, they are jumping down and picking it. Mazi, this life cannot continue like this. We Biafrans have made up our mind. We cannot continue to be in that country called Nigeria. If we want a better future, if we Biafrans want our children to be able to go back home, most especially all of us that are here in diaspora, if we want our children to go back, at least to recognize where we come from, we must get Biafra. If not it, all of us are gone. When we die, our children can never come back to that place because who are they looking for? And it will be a sign that in your compound where you left, that your name has been erased in that family. People can tell your name as a story because they only say, there is one of our brothers that traveled to Europe and we heard he has a children over there. If they can even remember you again, your name will be telling as a story. And this is going to happen millions of us that have left that zoo because of the difficulties we are finding ourselves in that place before we escape. The only thing that can give us name again, that can make our spirit to rest in peace after we have gone, is to make sure that we get Biafra. Our people should come, clean their eyes, and most especially in Mazi, I want to say that this evil, that infiltrated IPOB trying to cause a havoc, it doesn't matter you're a man, a woman, as long as your heart is not pure, as long as your intention in this struggle is to destroy, your life and your family will be destroyed because people have given up their life. They never died for one Nigeria. They had died because they heard a voice that gave them a promise and gave them hope that Biafra will come. These are the reasons why these men and women died. Innocent people. So you that came to destroy this struggle, we are promising you, you cannot make a headway because IPOB is a monster. We destroy our enemies anywhere we find them. Go and ask those that have tried before. You cannot win. We bet in the name of Chukwuka Biama. You cannot win. Please, our people, let's come together. Let's forge ahead. Let's make sure that most especially our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to make sure that he come out from this dungeon where the enemy has kept him. This extraordinary rendition that the Nigerian government committed against our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, that the world will keep on hearing the voice of Biafra. They can never close our voices. They can never stop us. We must keep on letting them to know what happens to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And my prayer is, by his infinite goodness and mercy, we see the pure in heart that are in this struggle through. And our Nnamdi Kanu know this sometimes. He will come out to let Biafrans know what really happened.
Thank you, man.
MAZI ALOZIE, thank you so much, my brother, for giving me this opportunity. May God carry my blessing on your household. Thank you, MAZI.
Thank you. Bless you too. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon, MAZI ALOZIE.
Good
May
morning.
Elohim bless you, MAZI ALOZIE.
Good morning from
May
here.
people Kadama bless you, MAZI ALOZIE. I am MAZI Chinemerem Obiku. I am from Mabaja in Wangala local government, Biafra land. MAZI, may Elohim bless you for your topic. The kingdom of God must surely restore, no matter whatever they are doing, whatever the Caroline are doing, no matter the genocide they committed against Biafra. Up to now, nobody saying anything. Even so-called elite in our land is the problem. They hold our director today in DSS dungeon. MAZI is our brothers, the political elite, the traditional rulers, the pastors, the Igwes, and the reverend fathers. According to what happened in the Bible, they bring that we read. They conspire against the Son of God, Jesus.
Stay away from the pastors. They are doing something. Let's give them a chance.
Yes, I know. Because yes, they are doing something now because we have died enough.
Then
I remember when we start marching 2014.
Let's take that. Let's give them hope. Let's give them courage.
I know. Yes, MAZI ALOZIE. I know. MAZI ALOZIE, I know a family, only son that died in this. That guy is not married. The guy died. He's not married. The family have closed. But no problem. Ndị Igbo mgbe onye ji teta ọ bụ ụtụtụ ya. Ma enwe mgbe onye ji teta ọ bụrụzi ụtụtụ ọ bụrụ efife. Asị ka arapụ ihe tara n'abalị ka ọ bụrụ anwụ. Ọ bụghị ife niile bụ anwụ taa n'abalị. Agwọ na-ata n'abalị. But no problem. But all I know that I will not go to Egypt and take advice. I will not go except Tuko Kadam is not existing. Except God can compromise. Except God can work with evil. And I know that there is no God. But as long as God exists, I know that at last, we will rejoice. People that are alive will rejoice. Because if not MAZI Nnamdi, we have gone. Even when you come in this Southeast and South, we have so many, as you are reading, we have so many cultural groups. What are they doing before MAZI Nnamdi? No, they're not doing anything. It's just something just now. And I know some of them is there buying time. I am not them, but we are watching. We know them. A man that proscribed me as a terrorist cannot defend me. As you are saying, you are reading some certain thing there. A person that killing us, we are going there taking advice. They cannot help us as Britain. Okay, what is going in the Nigeria now? Then you left Nigeria and go to Britain and seek advice. What kind of advice? That's why I say I will not go to Egypt and take advice. A man that comes boldly and proscribes his father's land cannot defend us. Let us, it's better we realize it on marking time. But all I know that Elohim existed. And Elohim, only him, will bring MAZI Nnamdi out of that dungeon. If that is our people, MAZI, there's no good result coming from our people. But the result will come from Elohim. May God bless you. I'm not happy.
Thank you, MAZI. Nobody is. Call your name and where you're calling from. Your line is gone. Your line is gone. +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. This is an issue we've been dealing with, and it makes us ask ourselves, who are we and what are we doing? Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Dr. Alozie, thank you for taking my call. Dr. Alozie.
Welcome.
Thank you for taking my call, brother.
Please turn down your radio, okay?
Yeah. Thank you for taking my call.
Go ahead. We are listening.
Okay. On this citadel of long age spirituality and prosperity, Thank you for taking my call, my brother. What I wanted to talk this afternoon is that, like I told Biafrans, that we are orphans. And there is nothing that will change my mind for now to agree that I'm an orphan, that nobody is speaking for me, unless somebody adopt me. But if that person adopt me and do well good, then I will take him as my father. The reason why I'm saying it is that I'm just talking about our father, Mbazureka Amechi, who went to Abuja with others to plead on behalf of releasing our leader. It is good of what he's talking. We believe in him. We hope in him. We believe that he can talk sense to them. But we are not depending on anybody, because we know that our fathers, people who we say that they are our fathers, they have rejected us. They are the one who prescribe us. But if they change and do good, all is well. All is well. We welcome that. And I also wanted to let Biafrans to know that this current leader, Biden, you must know that before the election, before the campaign, that the zoo government give them about $600 and something million for campaign. I'm sure that we Biafrans, we did not forget, because sometimes we have short memory. Now it looks like it's the pay time for them now. That is why they're doing all they're doing. But that will not deter us from doing what we're supposed to do. And here in the Radio Biafra, please, there is a plea I wanted to plead to our brothers and sisters. There are three words, me particularly, I don't like here. And I'm appealing to Biafrans not to use that word, because it's not good to me. That three words is autopiloting. I don't want it to be repeating in Radio Biafra, because we don't have anything like autopilot.
Hold on.
Secondly, neutrality.
Mazi, hold on.
Yeah.
Where are they using autopiloting? Which radio?
Yeah.
Where do you hear autopiloting from this forum?
Yeah, I've heard it from this forum, but I'm not saying that we are using it here. Okay. I'm just saying that this word, I don't want to hear it on Radio Biafra. I'm not saying here. That's what I mean.
It's not from Radio Biafra. That's what you're saying, but you don't want to hear it here.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it here. That's what I said.
We don't have anything to do with that.
The second one I wanted to see is neutrality. I heard it also in Radio Biafra here. Neutrality, there is nothing like neutrality in freedom fighting. Because neutrality, you don't need result. If you are in neutrality, you are not going to get good result. We don't need that in Radio Biafra. Gossip also, somebody come and say that we gossip. We don't want to hear gossip in Radio Biafra, because neither the person saying gossip is gossiping, and we are not gossiping also, because we know how much somebody like you, Dr. Anoze, is putting in here to educate us. So, and in Radio Biafra, without Radio Biafra, I cannot hear what you said this morning, if not because of Radio Biafra. In spite of any education, you are educated in Nigeria. Look at how many people that were killed, the Biafrans that were killed. We don't have anybody to talk about us. You didn't hear anybody talking about it, even in school. Look at what is happening to us. Nobody is talking about it. And they're not going to talk about it, because all they want is oil and money. That's the only thing they need. So please, Biafrans, that's what I'm asking. I end up by saying that Igbo proverb also said that a child who, if you know what killed their father, you have to reject what killed their father, or kill what killed their father. If not, what killed their father will kill you. That's the only thing we should know, we Biafrans. We should know that nobody is fighting for us. We must fight for ourselves. IPOB members, that's what I wanted to tell everybody, because we are the one fighting. And I want God to protect you. I'm praying for God to give you knowledge, protect you, and listen to DOS, because DOS is the people that we are following. They are the mathematicians. They know the answer. They know the answer, because they are representing MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is DOS, and DOS is MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you for taking my call, Dr. Anoze. God bless you all, Biafrans. IPOB members, I love you. Thank you for taking my call. Bye.
Thank you very much. Now, let me go back. I wanted him to say what he's saying, because we have repeatedly told you our people. You cannot work at the railway establishment. You go to shipping company to get your pay. Radio Biafra is Radio Biafra. People have right for their opinions and all that what. But when you listen to something from the wrong channel, don't bring it to Radio Biafra. Anytime you listen from people saying whatever they want to say, that is their own stuff. We don't know anything like autopiloting, not for Radio Biafra, not from Radio Biafra, not for Biafrans, not for IPOB, not from DOS. So that's the point I'm making. So people should understand that. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, MAZI ALOZIE from here.
Welcome.
My name is King. I'm calling from Plantation. Yeah, MAZI ALOZIE, there is something I want our people to know, to understand, is the British are more after our human resources than our natural resources. They are also after our natural resources, but in a little way, more than how they want us to bed. They always want us to be under them. They always want to dictate for us what we have to do and what we don't have to do. They always want us to beg and seek for their permission before we can do or carry out anything. Because the reason why I said so is we are the only people that can challenge the Western world if we are allowed to develop ourselves, military or otherwise. We can challenge them if we are given this Biafra. We can shock the world in a space of little time. So what I want our people to understand today is we need to be resolute, like our leader always said. We need to be determined. We need to be consistent in what we do. Let's forget about the distractions that are coming in from left, right, and center. We are IPOB. And we know what we can do. If the zoo can be shaking for IPOB, talk more of other people. So I want to encourage our people to keep doing what they are doing. We are fighting. People are listening, and people are hearing this gospel that we are preaching on a daily basis. We are also doing everything possible best. We can also multitask most if need be. We can multitask, you know. So our people needs to be strong, very, very strong. We need to fight this battle once and for all. Because if we don't fight it this time, we are going to suffer for as many years as possible. So our human resources are more important to the Western world than our natural resources, because we are the only ones who can challenge them. Thank you very much, MAZI ALOZIE. It's my contribution.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yes. Good evening, Biafrans, and good morning and good afternoon. I want to thank God for another day, and it's certainly good to appreciate His life and for His life today. And also, I want to thank all the director of state, and I want to thank every principal officer, and also the ministers in different platforms, and our morning out there in the United States, making a good one with us. May Elohim strengthen you all and show you kindness and mercy also. I just want to be brief. You talked about the establishment called the OAU. I think it will sound funny when we live in proud, or should I say in pride, that we have an organization following the issues of the EU, should I say Commonwealth, extended business, kind of initiative that has been started to cut our intentions to move for, perfect freedom for Africa. So they are not meant to be inclusive, in the order of channeling our problem to make sure that Africa is within from this white master race slavery. And I just want to also remind us something. When you're saying about talk about the non-existence of Biafra, like people are saying that Biafra is not existing, I just want to end with something. When people come up and say we're not deserving, we are not freedom, it simply means they are telling us also that Britain is not to deserve the name Britain. Everybody should not accept any other name. The whole world should be empty without a name. Because you can't tell me that a man can come from somewhere and give me a name. And I decided, no, I don't want this name. Even from the first creation, the God of all gods said it is by his choice that he wants every other person to bring in around him to come together for them to make man. So when people, they are complaining us not to answer Biafra, okay, what name do you want me to answer? I should answer Odudua. Odudua man knows I'm not an Odudua. He knows I'm a Biafra. Ariwa, for instance, out there knows I'm not Ariwa. They know that I'm a Biafra. So I don't see it as a unique thing that will make us be feeling bad. The only thing is that come what may, they will all come down to our freedom, because they are not giving us freedom. As I'm seeing it, they are not giving us freedom. But at the same time, I want us to understand another thing. The whole world should understand that the word terrorist or terrorism, I don't think is virtually comprehensively a sin against humanity. Now, it might sound funny for me to say this, but it's so good that I explained it the way I want it now. Now, it is acknowledged that the terrorism that is coming out of the Arabian countries or maybe the world is the person that suppresses the European Union not to have enslaved those set of people already. And it is only the introduction of the so-called ideology, and let me not use the word religion, that they have introduced in this path that have made them to be so successful to destroy us to this very limit. So I think it is good. I have to say that for the whole world to hear it. It is good within us, those ones who have chosen to live the life of born again, who does not want to live the life of violence, you go down home and you rest. For us now, somebody says something early morning, say, whichever thing you want to do, you do it not in the name of IPOP. But we understand where he's coming from. I think it's time for those of them who have been happily bitter like me. We all should do something for ourselves. We should do it not in the name of IPOP. We should form a terrorist that will fight Britain and every other people that have hands in this. We go secretly, we deal with them, and we say to ourselves, we're not, anyone radio Biafra does not mean I'm an IPOP. So they should not have hands to hold IPOP responsible for anything that happens to them from henceforth. Because I'm saying that these people need people that they can, listen, they are well power like them. Because if you keep on waiting for them to come and nurse your injury, you will die with that injury. So I think it's time we wake up and we admit that this freedom belongs to us, and we walk away without any issues. Our leader must come out. Our leader must come out. It is not, we're not negotiating anything with anybody. They should do their own thing, and peradventure, anything happens to him. I am not crying, but I am crying bitterly because to them who are educated, to them who have hands to make this an honorable situation, will suffer forever and ever. And I thank God to all of you out there in the administration of this platform. you have experienced a lot before us, and your struggle to make sure that this comes true.
Your line has cut off, MAZI Onema. Your line is gone. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
They hear me, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Then I was the start to pull them. Everybody was there. They become a car. Emma, I know, man. I only had a man away him more than I was there. I was there to shake it out of Biafra. Whether I didn't mean where you did that. Oh, that I was the carry that catch a car. That I was there. I had to go to them and play with people. I came here from I know about comfort. I get up to the house. I was not going. I get up to the hala, or Sata. Biafra were a madu. I could not ticket them. Any party, if you not say you want to be alive with your children, the Biafra is dead. Himself, and I said, Nnamdi Kanu, or whatever. Britain gave us their name, gave us their religion. Britain, for Britain generation of Biafra. To quote Islam because of heaven and earth. You not tell him with the boss. We are with his name. Why Britain? Why do you want to destroy the whole world? Britain, write down this message. Because if the option, your people, British, your Biafra, to live in our land, so that all our children are scattered all over the world, we come back to their fatherland, including my dad, home and his own children. We come back to the fatherland. Now it's that, if it is option, not violence. Britain, we are for the Japan. Totally, this is our leaders and all that our government. But I'm not going to touch them. All the money where they stole, they can keep them here, they can give them our leader. We go kind of build our place. We not go kill them. All the governors went there for Biafra land. The religious leader. When I see that Jesus Christ, one of the way. When I say Corona, not the one leader. Where is it for the Jesus Christ? Only let the president get delivered. I bought bread, we're not taking a share of Pashala. Makoma, I thought to see that to shadow one. All the heck on your brother. To go together on the second of us, the Holy Ghost fire. Pull over the line. I don't want what I call you that. My Father, Kuku, Maka, Maka, 8 days from today. All of you in Biafra land. So join us, don't to bring because they post. When another chief says you have it, and he posted that man come the foolish owner. For course, they lock up our body stage offer, they have body stage offer, prove to the whole world that you are an man. Today, that is the process, all of you. I can't get it, but I trust that you have upon you, some 508, some 108, Makaya to the web. All the kids, my office government said, my Excelency. I feel the air, my put the member. I had to the Kenya and Nima. So who were going to take a large cabinet to put the shine? You, I feel the weekend, if I do, only the corner, I call it up on the brain. No, the man. Often one of you hearing I who that was a fool. Jeremiah, chapter 25, from verse 1 to 8. Jeremiah chapter 26, from verse 1 to 8. For them back in my head, good side of my head, keep up hiding a second ago to go watch it. Maka, I bought a lifetime. I good hand on the ball. My director, if I knew minute. Now, I'm not looking. Mexican attack. Oh, I know this is the thing. Gaba pretension, we are Biafra. I call you. The United Nations, I see the command at chapter 15. American government, when I go to see. When I go to the from the station for the international barrister Blue. When I go to see that from him, when I say I want to speak at them, that's when I go call up na. Then I say, make sure I bring up an initiative. I simple like that. Otherwise, hey, tu peux faire de ça.
Ndewo mazi. Ndewo.
Oh, Jubre. Mahamed, you know, Haman Hachiko. Naka. Napo.
Thank you, Mazi. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, MAZI ALOZIE, good morning. I'm going to HK. I'm calling you from USA. Thank you for taking my call. Because what I'm trying to say right now is very important. You know what happened? Everything that was doing to us, we are the one that was killing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Not Fulani, not anybody. We are the cause of ourselves. Can you imagine that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a DSS with a harsh punishment? And most of people come to radio, I'm talking about gossip. This person said this, this person said this. A Fulani man come out and make a statement. I don't know who that guy is. Wherever he came from, I don't know. And said anybody who can break Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and make a statement with the television, Channel TV, call it whatever news network they have in Nigeria, call Zoo, and make a statement. And up to today, this guy is keep making a statement. And we are coming to the radio and gossiping. And then any Biafra or any evil man who can go out and make a statement the same way this guy make a statement about Shegumi, about all these Fulani terrorists that are destroying us, that are coming to and killing us, and we come to radio and keep ranting. And forget about the governors of the southeast and bringing all this terrorist military into the Biafra land. And we all forget it and relax. And they keep on picking us one by one and killing us. And we think everything is cool and everything is fine. All we have to do is to come to radio and this person say this person say this. And forget that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in prison with no cause of anything, fighting for our own freedom. And everybody relax. I'm coming to Biafra radio that he himself developed and coming to gossip. And everybody kept quiet. And the Fulanese, they said there is no cow in Biafra land destroying people crops. And up to today, Fulani and everybody, you go to Imo State, there's a lot of cows over there, destroying all the whole crop, and people crying about hunger. How can you survive when you don't have any food or the growing in the farm? That is the most important life of living. And up to today, Biafra land is full of cow everywhere. And these people don't obey your own law that you can't go to the northern region and wear a pig or a cow anywhere in northern. Without them killing you immediately, they see you. And we think everything is okay. Coming to the radio Biafra, but not the cow develop and coming over there and gossip every time. This is a shame. I'm so ashamed of us. Why everything in the evil person's life is all about money? Freedom is the best thing you can have than money. Why are we so wicked and innocent, guilty as impunity as we never see? Why are we so back forward? Why can we unite ourselves and put a stop of all this nonsense? And those ones who come to the radio Biafra and gossip, this is not the place you gossip. This is the place you spread news about your people they're killing back in Biafra land, about what Hope Uzodinma is doing, about every governor in the southeast are doing, about what all the senators are doing, all of them walking around sleep, and these people coming over picking us one by one, and everybody relax. No, everything is cool, everything is fine. And they keep talking. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. Nothing is done up to today. Everybody kept quiet. I'm ashamed of us. Mazi, I leave it here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The moment we, like I mentioned it out, it's laid out across the board. Who we are and what we are. We are not doing what we are supposed to do. You have the senators. They are not talking. Reps. They are not talking. State and national. They're all in the same boat. And they're all running around talking about election. Is that what we'll be talking about? Absolutely not. Survival first before any other thing. Call out your name and where you calling from.
Mazi, it's me and the people of Hangland. Mazi, my topic today is the multitude of Christians today are spiritually blind. They have eyes, but they couldn't see. They have ear, but they couldn't hear. That's my topic. The multitude of Christians today are spiritual blind. They have eyes, but they couldn't see. They have ear, but they couldn't hear. Biafrans are looking for a savior, and now a savior are with them, and they rejected him. They reject him and looking for another savior. Biafrans, we are looking for the savior, and the savior now is with us now. We are rejecting him and looking for another savior. One Bible song said, "Count your blessings. Count your blessings and name them one by one. Count all works that the Lord has done for you." What made me to speak this word now is those things that you read in the Bible book stories that happened in Israel, the Jews, are now happening in Biafran Jews too. Now take your tongue and count your teeth about our Lord Jesus Christ and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Now let me ask this question. Which people betrayed Jesus Christ and arrested him and killed him, crucified him, and spoke all evil words against him while he was doing good to them? The answer is the Israeli Jewish. Now again, which people betrayed Nnamdi Kanu, our leader Nnamdi Kanu, and arrested him and they tortured him, also speaking now all kinds of evil words against him. One song say, if I continue, one song say, "Yale, yale, 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 anyinda mara ipo, anyina dendo ni me Jesus, yale, yale, anyinda yale. Anyị bụ ndị mara ikpe ọnwụ, anyị na-adị ndụ. Ọba anyị mara ikpe ọnwụ, ọba anyị mara ikpe ọnwụ, n'ihi ka anyị mara ikpe ọnwụ, n'ihi anyị ka Jizọs nwụrụ n'obe anyị. Mara ikpe ọnwụ, ọba anyị mara na ndị ikpe ọnwụ, ọba anyị kwutọsịrị ya ebe ọ na-azọ ndụ anyị. While he was doing good to them, all kinds of people are talking bad against our leader Nnamdi Kanu while he was doing good to us and them. The answer is his people, the Biafrans, are the people that condemning him Nnamdi Kanu. That's we, while he was doing good for we. The Bible said, a personal enemy comes where he born. Now, Christians, let me ask you again. How many of you, the church goers, supported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The another Biafran Jewish Lamb of God.
Thank you.
I'm coming.
No, Mazi, give other people a chance. Mazi, always hurry up.
That's a little, just a minute. How many of you supporters? Nnamdi is our savior that comes out now from Biafra Jewish Answer me now. Now listen, I knew multitudes of Christians today that are speaking big evil words against our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that. Hence you didn't believe in a righteous man and you speaked evil against him. You have killed him already. You are going to hellfire. Yale, yale. Anyinda mara ipowo anyina dendo. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. People should be economical with the time, please. So, brother callers. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. That line went off. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
MAZI ALOZIE, good morning, sir.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, Nnamdi. Thank you for all that you're doing for us. Thank you. Good morning to all my brothers and sisters. MAZI, please, I want to correct an information that I gave, I believe, on Friday or whether yesterday regarding the U.S. and the purchase of the Tucano jet. It's actually not a Tucano jet. And this senator from New Jersey, Bob Menendez, the chairman for foreign committee, apparently Nigeria wanted to buy a set of 12 Cobra attack jets. So brand new sale, not the Tucano jet. And this Menendez from New Jersey stopped the sale because of the ongoing genocide that is going on in Nigeria. So they are calling for a fundamental rethink, about selling ammunition to Nigeria. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to correct that. Then secondly, this guy that is the head of Arewa Youth Forum, his name is Yerima Shetima. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He had an interview with Daily Post this morning. And I think it's important for all Biafrans to hear this and take this seriously. Whenever that man makes a threat, his threat always comes true. And this morning, he's saying that Onyendu shouldn't be released, that Onyendu is the problem of Nigeria, and that Onyendu has committed crimes more than Babangida, more than Abacha, more than the Boko Haram, more than the bandits, more than Fulani, more than ISWAP, all the terrorist group in Nigeria, that he needs to be dealt with. And that if he is released, it means the constitution of Nigeria has stopped. So that's a great meaning behind that statement. And this constitution doesn't seem to work whenever it doesn't go the way of the Fulani people. They change constitution to please them. But he says if Onyendu is released, that they will make sure, this is the part that I want everybody to pay attention to, that the Fulani people or the Arewa people will make sure that Onyendu will not have any sympathizer. So what I'm calling on this morning is, number one, I know they are listening to what we are saying. If anything happens to Onyendu under their custody, let them understand that the leadership of IPOB is trying to restrain everybody. Everybody is mad. We've taken enough of what has been going on. And we're already dead in Nigeria. You cannot do anything. Imagine 40 checkpoints from Lagos to Lokoja. You haven't counted the one from Lagos to Onitsha. So if it's 40 to Lokoja, it means it's going to be 1,000 from Lagos to Onitsha. So we are walking dead. We're already dead already. So if anything happens to Onyendi, that's Biafra will come now. And Onyendi is going to come out. So if Onyendi comes out, let's not relax, because they will leave no sympathizers in the land of Biafra. But I know who we are. We don't look for trouble. But when we look for our trouble, we fight it to the last. Thank you, David. That's all I have to contribute this evening. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
MAZI Dr. Alozie, MAZI gave it to you, sir. I greet you.
Go ahead, we are listening.
Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters, Biafrans. The blessing of our Heavenly Father, Chukwu Abiyama, will continue to be our strength. My name is Sugo, and I am calling from my location. MAZI, I want to say, our brothers and sisters, Biafrans all over the world, we will never ever continue to chase rats when our house is seriously on fire. The intimidation, the killings of our people continue to be the reason why the most honest person of our own time that Chukwu Abiyama gave to us is in detention. For those of you that is listening to my voice at this point, I want to say, if you have forgotten that the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS dungeon is because of you, let me remind you this. If you are among the people that is saying, let us forget about him and start doing the next thing, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is crippling your economy. Don't you consider to be an evil man? For so many years, we are watching what is happening in our land. The Fotajelon group of people, a cross generation that found pleasure in the killings of their fellow. They claim to be one with you in a particular dungeon called Nigeria. And they continue to intimidate you despite what they are used to exist as a human comes from your land. They kill you, they brought their goose called cow. After buying it, they will use it to destroy and scatter what you planted in your farm so that you will not get one to eat. And all of us are sitting down watching. None of us have that courage to talk. Both the elite, the people that are supposed to speak for the speechless ones. Until this honest man that Chukwu Abiyama sent message came out and say, stop killing my people. Stop destroying our farms. They gang up against him, and you are supporting him. You are supporting them. And they continue to make effort to make sure that they hold this man, and you continue to support them. So many of you that start ganging up against our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, at the point of establishing the Eastern Security Network, which he makes available so that we can go to farm once more. I want to make it clear to all of you that comes from this blessed land of Biafra, for those of you that is denying your identity, I want you to repent. For you that is fighting who you are not supposed to fight, for you that is keep you silent, you are watching what is wrong going on in our land in daily basis, the killings of your people, you witness it in daily basis and you have nothing to say. Until this man start condemning it, which everyone now have power to speak and condemn it. And you are going against this man, you say, let us forget about him and go our business. You are an evil man. And I want to make it clear that an evil man receives evil because the wages of sin is death. We are saying the release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, unconditionally remains our goal. Remains the most important thing in the lives of every good citizens of Biafra. If you are honest to yourself, this man is innocent. There is no reason why he should be in detention at this point of time. If you are saying he's there so that they will do things right, You are deceiving yourself. They can release him and at the same time do things right. This generation can never be deceived. Release all the innocent Biafrans in your custody. It is not a crime for one to demand for his rights. It is not a crime for one to say, I want to be free. I see no reason why you will continue to kill innocent people till this time around. And this generation are saying, enough is enough, and you have been killing us in numbers. And you think we will keep quiet. For those of you that is saying that Nnamdi Kanu will not be free, you are bringing destruction to your generation because we can never keep quiet and watch you. I am saying it once more. Release Nnamdi Kanu. If you want peace, you can get peace. Negotiation remains the best thing that can happen between you and I as a mankind for us to know how to live. But if you say you will not negotiate, you will come to my land, you will kill me, you will take what is my own, what belongs to me, you will kill me and you think I will be silent, you are deceiving yourself. This peace that all of you are looking for is somewhere, and you know where this peace is, but you are not going to that direction. You better do the right thing. Mazi, the blessing of Chukwu Abiyama that lives in the highest heaven will continue to be the strength of every one of you for this divine work of salvation of our time that all of you are doing, and the Directorate of State of IPOB, because we are here. We can never give up on the side of the truth. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have a way of looking at issues. Our leader is there. We are doing all we have to do. We've given peace a chance. And that's the prudent thing to do. They come up, they make statement. They are not charged with treasonable felony. They know what that means more than us, so we wait to see. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon.
Mazi, yes, Mazi, thank you very much, Mazi Alozie, my big brother. I salute you. I salute Ohamadike anywhere you are, our ancestors. But all our ancestors should guide and protect you and protect Biafrans worldwide. Mazi, there's something that makes me to call. That is why I'll tell you something. Please, we are not gossiping in radio. I know some people might see it like, I don't want that word, the either, gossiping. We might give your opinion as in, but remove gossiping. It makes me like, we don't know, it makes me uncomfortable. Believe you me. Our people can be corrected in one way or the other, but saying this hello platform that put anything gossiping doesn't go well with me. Mazi, what I'm here to say is this. Our people, I have been, anyway, there's some hardcore Biafrans which the whole world haven't even seen. They're low. I am telling you the gospel. Time. I know this very well, and our leader knows this very, very well. And the hardcore Biafrans know this. Why am I saying this is this? You see, I have been saying this, that it's our people that is giving Fulani herdsmen the opportunity to do what they are doing. I am telling you 100%. Because you see this Alamajiri Kuturu son, called Yerima Shetima. You know why he can run his mouth and brag his mouth? It's because Nyawodo went on the Alamajiri land and tell Sadao Sokoto before they kill Fulani man, they should kill him. Do you know how much Sadao Sokoto give him before small change? Before he left? Now, you see the ones they insulted in Abuja that go to this thing. Why would Yerima Shetima say what he is saying? That's Alamajiri Natagoro. Why wouldn't him say what he's saying? Because if our people are concentrating in what Mazi has been teaching us, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was on radio, when he says something in China TV or on anything, he will come and ask you, he will dissect the person and say they are afraid of him. And they know. That is why Shetima is saying what he says. They know who he is. He will come and tell Shetima what he wants to hear. Tell him where he comes from.
But our people have been begging each of you to be dissecting all these things. Our people love it. Now they start doing other things in social media. Because I want to remind Setiba Yerima that if he listens to the broadcast of my able leader, Chinasa Nworu, he said that if anything happens to us in Nnamdi Kanu, all Nigerian consulates in all over the whole world will be on the run. This is the type of things our people should have got to the place and send it to Yerima Shetima. That's it. It's that our brother Chinasa Nworu come down and address us. Send him that if anything happens. They know that quite very well. Do you think, let me ask the Nigerian government, do you think in your own whole life, you fight us in 1967, where we did not even have AK-47, we don't have no knife. Nigerian government, we can purchase AK-47 the same way. I am not caring about your armament you have. But we in Europe have something dangerous we are going to do that will shock the whole world. We promise you. I swear to God, we promise you. That is why I'm asking my brother in South Africa. I love my brothers in South Africa. Have you ever seen, since our leaders have come on board, have you ever seen any IPOB member gossiping in South Africa, or somebody come in South Africa start yapping IPOB, or come in Facebook in South Africa yapping IPOB? Have you ever seen it in South Africa? If you do it, I call the Maunishi. In South Africa today, the next time I call the next hour I call the Maunishi. All in Europe here can gossip all this rubbish. That's why I respect my brother in South Africa. Only them alone. When they come down to the zoo will burn. That's why I say remain resolute, because I know them there. Remain resolute. The time we will catch the dream will come, and the whole world will see it. And let me tell my brothers, you people have been calling our leader a prophet. And people are calling that he's a prophet of our time. Me, myself, I don't want anything to happen to our leader because I won't survive it. That's why I'm doing my best. Calling our people to make sure, remove yourself from social media, fight. If our people are honest with themselves, when that Shetima Yerima said that thing, our people are no more even tweeting. I can't lie, I tweet, I retweet anything that comes to my phone. I tweet, I retweet. But our people, let's defeat our leader, tell them. They are talking rubbish in social media. Now, social media. Not everybody tweet again. But let me borrow the word of my leader. Biafrans, listen. It's not from me. It's from our leader. But I don't want anything to happen to him. He said, if Biafrans is sensible enough, I can't forget that they make that broadcast. That if Biafrans is sensible enough, we should pray. Nigerian government should kill him. That time, Biafra will come. I don't know why he said that. He said it. I quote him, MAZI, not from me. It's there in tape. He said if Biafrans is sensible enough. That is why I'm asking Shetima Yerima. That do you think that your father killed us in 1967? And let me tell the Nigerian government, I swear, no any country in the whole world will save you this time around. Or say you want to come protest ammunition. No. Because you know why? The country wants to push ammunition. We will make sure that we do something stupid. Because during that war, our people did not do something stupid. That is why Britain hide the atrocity that happened. But this time around, we are telling British that Nigerian government, the zoo military will kill us, we will kill them, and the end, Biafra will come. That is the word of our leader. And we that in Europe, anywhere we find ourselves, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, I bet you with my life, we will never disappoint you. We will never. Come on. What are we afraid of dying? Are we afraid of, what are we afraid of? For our freedom. But remember that freedom is not given, it's been taken. That's why I'm saying that our people, the focus, whenever you're said, do it. Don't listen to any bastard, any idiot anywhere talking rubbish. Because they are not DOS. Any idiot, any mugu somewhere talking rubbish is on his own. And then if you disobey DOS, it's like you disobey Martin Nnamdi Kanu. You don't come out and say you are his disciple. And you are disobeying DOS. This is where I will leave it. And then I ask my brother in South Africa, because I know what you are capable of doing. And we will never disappoint our leader. And Shetima Yerima will witness it. And the whole world will witness that. We will send the message to the whole world that 1967, we will never allow it to repeat again. Because then, There is no Biafrans. There's no artist. Do you know what our leader did? Do you know what our leader did? He organized and united Biafrans all over the whole world where we resident. In 99, almost 100 countries, Biafrans are there. Whether you believe in the ones that believe in Biafrans or did not believe, at the end of the day, when he starts, we believe you will join your brothers. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. You are under attack. They say things they want to say. The purpose of this radio is to inform all of us about what we don't know. And when you are informed of what you don't know, you make good use of it. Yerima Shetima didn't start today. He's the point man. Whatever they plan, he's the one coming to tell you what the plans are. And it's not for today. I got that information, but it's not in my program today. It's for tomorrow or next tomorrow. Because what he's saying, if you don't have the foundation of where you are, what is happening to you, whatever that is coming out from his mouth will mean nothing to you. It will mean nothing to you. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, MAZI ALOZIE. This is Dr. Tina. I'm calling from the United States.
Welcome, Dr. Tina.
Thank you very much, MAZI ALOZIE. MAZI ALOZIE, I just called to say thank you to Adobe who called earlier. I don't want them thank you. And I also want to thank the guy who just spoke from Europe. Biafrans, I thank you very much for supporting what we're doing. But if your heart is not as strong as the man who just spoke, go and get whatever and wherever he's getting his information, go and ask him questions. Biafrans, your hearts must be burning just like our brother who just spoke. Biafrans, you must know who you are. Biafrans, you must know that you're the lion. You're the lions of Judah. Biafrans, you must know who you're defending. Biafrans, you must know that this war is brought to your doorstep. You didn't go out asking for war. Biafrans, know that Yerima Shetima is a dirty animal who has been after your destiny for a long time. I have listened to this man, just like my sister said. And that one them says that this Yerima Shetima, every time he speaks like he is uttering some oracle. I am telling you that Yerima Shetima must die. Yerima Shetima is the mouth of the devil from that contraption. And if you're not strong, like my brother who just spoke, if you're not mad enough about what they have done to your sisters and your brothers, what they have done to your forefathers before you, if you're not mad, if you're not angry, if you're not yet angry, Biafrans, you are not in this yet. You're still talking in social media. You're not tweeting, just like my brother just finished saying. You're still chasing rats while your house is on fire. Go and get the hearts of lions, because that's who you are. You have been made to stand your ground. You have been made to know your destiny. Your destiny is freedom, and the time is now. If you don't have the zeal of the man who just spoke, go and get it. If you're not wise as a dove, go and get that. Dear friends, I thank you for waking up. I am telling you that social media is not going to solve our problem. Our minds and our souls being in this struggle, and our actions to bring out our money and to go physically and fight the demons in our land is going to bring Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said it all. And he is doing it all. Remember what this man just told you? All the prophecies that this man uttered just a few minutes ago, reiterating what our leader has said. That's all you need to know. If you don't get that in your mind, if you're still chasing rats, if you're still talking on radio and talking on social media, you're wasting our time. Mazi, I don't want to take up all the time because I know your time is gone anywhere. Thank you very much, Adobe. Thank you very much, my brother who spoke from Europe. And thank you for all great Biafrans in South Africa and all over the world who are making preparations for the real thing. Because our senators are not going to ask. And by the way, if you know the names of the senators, list all of them so that we can start tweeting them, so that we can speak to them directly. We can call them on the telephone. Our representatives in Abuja, they're not saying anything. Not all our execs are saying anything. Put their names in the public domain. Let us all type and write and speak to them. Put all their information out there. Yes, a few people are speaking. Where are the rest of them? They're hiding under their blankets, drinking palm wine, while our homes are burning, while Biafra land is burning. Thank you, MAZI ALOZIE. Remember, blessed. You are doing a great job for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tim. Thank you very much. Wait for you for the weekend, and it is very painful indeed. Call your name and where you're calling from.
I'm from Olo, province of Biafra land. I'm calling from Japan. Hello, Mazi.
We are listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay, Mazi. All this, what we are going to do, please take this my word. That if you throw me, don't throw my words. We have to starve all these saboteurs of fund by telling our people to stop going into all these people, Facebook warriors, trying to discourage Biafrans. We are the people giving them funds, because once we click into their pages, we are funding them, helping them to keep on condemning what DOS is doing and condemning what MAZI ALOZIE have put in place before he was extraordinary rendition. So what I'm trying to say is this: we should stop. We will tell our people to stop clicking to their links, commenting, whatever, because once we comment, we are giving them dollars daily, on a daily basis. And again, it's the time we go on a round table. This word of terrorism or not terrorism that is their own kind of narratives. If you look at it, the West doesn't even, the West always look into people's matter when there's terrorism involved. We have to sit on a round table and look for a way out, because these people, the Fulanese don't like negotiation. They don't like round table talk. They don't like round table talk. I'm telling you before God and man, we have to call our men together and call experts together and make sure we push these people to the wall for them to come up and say what do we want. If we don't do that, see, let me just tell you the truth. The Arabs, if you know how I'm calling from Japan, if you ask Japanese how they get their independence from this, how they fought their war, there was what is called kamikaze. Kamikaze is a kind of system they used in making and pushing the US to the wall. It's only that the US has an atomic bomb. That was why they were able to defeat the Japanese. They wouldn't have defeated the Japanese. The Japanese made up their mind that it's do or die, because they have to survive. It's a war of extinction. We have to fight, or we get we wiped out of the surface of the earth. So what do? We have to make sure we ignore all these threats of terrorism. We are being tagged as terrorists, or what we do, this, that, blah, blah. We have to come up to a round table and gather our men. Time of commenting, talking and deliberating is over. because our leader is there. And if care is not taken, they will frustrate him and they'll be injecting him with something, some substances that we don't know. Look, my brother, Mazi, see, it's a time we call on, we have everything. See, Biafrans are all over the world. We have everything it takes to get these people to do what we want. It's only that it's not easy to gather us together. Call our experts, we'll get our experts, call a meeting. People like us, we can get together and plan on what to do, move this thing forward, and make sure these people are pushed to the extent of calling for a negotiation. Funanis don't negotiate unless you push them. And before God and man, I've dealt with them so many times. Muslims don't negotiate unless you push them. Just like when you are in school, when we are young, if you see a bully, if you don't fight him back, he keep on bullying you. If you don't summon courage and fight him back, he keep on bullying you till the end of your life. Until when you fight back, you will know that he's dealing with a man. So please, Mazi, it's the time for all this talking and commenting on people's what all this nonsense people are talking about is over, because we are arming them by commenting on whatever they're saying. We are arming them. Our people should stop looking into their matters, because when we stop commenting to them, we are the highest people commenting on their pages. If you look at most of the comments you see or read on so many places, is from Biafrans. We are the highest people commenting on their pages. And when we are commenting, we are giving them money. We are financing them indirectly. We don't know. We are just directly financing their nonsense and to our own detriment. So I believe this part of issues you have to call people to order, tell people to stop commenting, even no matter how they try to blackmail us, talk nonsense about us. We should stop commenting. If we stop commenting and listening to watching their pages and listening to what they're saying, honestly speaking, they will go out of the surface of the earth without us knowing it, because we are financing them indirectly. We should stop financing them. Wow, that is true. And call a meeting, gather men, people that knows what to do. Read the history of Japanese. I've been in Japan for 30 years. If you read the history of Japanese, they fought their war. There's what is called kamikaze. Kamikaze is the Japanese will just come up and enter an aircraft straight to Hawaii, and they will bust it in Hawaii and make sure it doesn't come back. No matter how you try to bring it down, you push these people. If you see the US telling you about terrorism, they are the people that remove Nigerians from the list of countries that are persecuting Christians. They are the people that see. Okay, if they are not in support of terrorism, why would they keep quiet and Biafra side, all the whole Biafran? IPOB is the indigenous people of Biafra. That everybody is involved. Everybody is involved. They are being prescribed as terrorists. When we have no arms, we have nothing. That is a kind of technique to make sure they tame us. They tamed us and make sure to put fears into us and to say that we are terrorists. We don't want to be terrorists. We don't want to be called terrorists. No, my brother, this world is over. This world is not. It's not about justice. The world is about who pops up his head. If you pop up your head, people will listen to you. If you just sit down there and think that people will call you up and ask you questions and what do we do for you? No, the world is not about negotiation. United Nations is not about United Nations. United Nations is united nothing. If you look at it, they are not trying to put peace in the whole world. They are not. They are there for their business their businesses. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Chika Dosium, the head of DOS, will be addressing Biafrans today, 8 p.m. Biafran time. So don't miss the broadcast.
Okay, please. If there's a way, if you want my number, I can drop my number there. So
I have your number, Mazi. I have your number. Just I thought you dropped anyway, but that's fine. We have if you have 100 of ideas, you have 100 solutions. It's contribution. The best we pick. Caller, your name and where you
MAZI Alozie,
welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Biko, can you allow me to use this hallowed platform to talk to Fulanese?
Go ahead.
And rulers. Well, because I hope they are listening. And my message to Fulanese, especially Yetima Sherima, the Fulani elders, I'm in position to talk to you because I worked for Nigeria and the Fulani man hugged me and asked me, my son, what shall I do for you? So I think I'm in position to talk to you. Do not underestimate Fulanese, the elders of Fulanese, Yetima Sherima, and what have you. Number one, the information you are having from your workers in the eastern region, they are not feeding you with correct information. That is number one. Then number two, that man you are holding is a godly man. He loves everybody, including the Fulani. That man has the key. And that key he has the key of Fulani, how is it called? Fulani nomadism. He can help the Fulani. He can help the Biafrans. So the best thing you have to do is to talk to him, negotiate with him, and if you bring a superior argument, the man will accept because he's godly. That is number two. Then, and again, I beg you, do not lay your finger on that man. Because if you lay your finger on that man based on the false information you are having from your workers, they are not providing you with good correct information. I doubt I doubt what will happen even to the Fulani race. So I think I'm begging you in the name of God, do not lay your finger on that godly man. He loves the Fulani. He loves everybody. He's a man of God. That is the man of God you are seeing. That man is the man of God. If you know what is God, that man is one of God. Talk to him. Bring your argument. If your argument is superior, even if one Nigeria, he will accept it because he's godly. So that is what I want to tell the Fulanis. But if you underestimate, based on the false information you are having from your workers in the eastern region or your friends outside the country like international people or America, you are making a very big mistake. In the name of God, I beg the Fulanis. Thank you, MAZI ALOZIE.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Making threats is one thing. Carrying out, saying your policies and carrying them out is a different thing. And the supremacy is there. The supremacy is there. And that is why we're not talking. They believe they are supreme. They believe they are. So whatever they say goes. But how are we countering it? By keeping quiet. That means submission. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, sir. I'm calling from Italy, sir. My name is Chibuzo Egu. I'm calling from Italy. Sir, I'm really appreciate the way you guys are fighting to make sure say our OND come out. I just want to say thank you. God bless all of you. And I want to say let you guys keep it on. Make sure say that our OND come out. I really appreciate. That is it. That's the only what I want to say. I want to take all of you. Bye. Have a very nice day, sir.
Thank you. They can come on the radio and say whatever. We are not countering them, except IPOB. But you got those at home, they feel whatever they say, nobody does anything, then they come and say another one. They keep saying and saying and saying, and Lord, we do listen. Turn down your radio, please. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, MAZI ALOZIE.
Welcome.
MAZI ALOZIE, good evening from here.
Welcome.
Yeah, MAZI, thank you very much. MAZI, I remain MAZI Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris. MAZI, you see, just quick one before I drop, just to add on what our brother just said from UK. And one of our brother who just said something from Japan. You see, this terrorist threat, asana ayamanji maka mmadụ ga-egbugo, then he will say na Emmanuel. Okay, we can never, because this terrorism issue that Britain quickly advised Fulanis to tag IPOB in Nigeria was designed to scare our people, to scare them, and they were thinking that they will use that to demoralize everybody and they scare them away, scare us away. But when they found out that the thing was not working, now they are observing, they are waiting. You see, one thing in life is this: freedom is not given, freedom is taken. United States passed through what we are passing through today, but I am shocked and surprised that US are even talking to such a contraction like Nigeria. They may say they have interest. That is their own problem. If you see Israel, they never look at the roles of Britain. They never look at international communities. They never look at all those people. What you are is just like somebody who are about to sink in the water. You are drowning, and you are saying, no, I don't know what others will say if I rescue myself. No, we have to do everything possible to rescue ourselves from this very quagmire that our fathers has put us into, because it's due to their the way they were conditioned that we found ourselves in this very situation. So we now, Biafrans, we can never say because of they will tag us terrorists, they will call us this or that, then for that, we will now allow the real terrorists to go and take over our land. That means we are cowards. If we do so, we are cowards. So we can never do that, because international community know fully well that Fulanis are the ones killing people in Nigeria. But what are they doing with all those killings? They are using all the evidence they have to be sucking oil for free, collecting mineral resources for free, then turning blind eyes. Christian communities are not talking. Some Jewish communities are not. Majority, all of them are keeping mute. So we now, that is the people who are bearing the bond, who are being killed, what are we going to do? We must do everything possible to rescue ourselves from this very quagmire. Thank you very much, MAZI.
Thank you. Thank you. The foundation was laid during the broadcast. What we are talking about is our future. All these countries fought for their freedom. Nobody handed them over. I went for us talking about the European Union, which Britain had to conduct a referendum to leave. And why is our own an issue? Why all the hatred? Why all the killings? Why? And they're sitting right there, still condemning us, still dictating to us what they will and what they will not accept. And we are still not reacting. That's what I mean. When our own person says something, they charge him for treasonable felony. But where are our people? In general, condemning the action taken by the government? None. Maybe you understand now what I'm saying. Igwebike. Call her your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, Nnamdi, sorry, let me just be brief. Just I want to know, did you say our director of socials are coming on this evening?
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much. And to add it up, you talked about in a larger quantity that they have, killed us from 1945 to 52 and the recent 67 and all that. I think we have not met it, summed up to a larger number that we should be crying. I think they need to decimate more. Out of 200 million, taking the life of 5 million, 6 million, and 8 million is not enough. So I think they should do more so that they can, based on the definition he gave, considering the definition he gave about what was that again? The
genocide.
Meaning of genocide. So I think they should do more and take more of our lives so that they can be satisfied to equate the definition, the entire definition of that genocide. These are motherfuckers, animals everywhere. Thank you, Daddy, and bye for now.
Thank you. It's a sorry state, of affair, and you have our people moping. I'm angry at the politicians. I am angry at our people. I am very, very angry at our people. And when I say that, I come down to the South. Now we, as the South, understand what is happening. What movement are we waiting for? Still watch them dictate and say what they want to do? Igbo who opens his mouth, they're after him. Anybody from the South that opens the mouth, they're after him. And there you have them holding their flag, saying they are APC members in the South. Holding the flag of your killers. Yes, it's demoralizing and confusing. That means you don't have any common sense. You have the flag. You might as well have the flag of Islamic State. And let's be aware of that's who you are. And that's what you are. You might as well do that. And you say you're having the flag of APC. Is that a government? Is that a political party? A party that ensures the elimination of committing of genocide. And you actually believe that's a political party? Well. We are not exactly where we are supposed to be. Our leader, he has done all things possible to make us see through the actual situation. If somebody with a common sense will tell you that for telling the truth, he has committed more crime than Boko Haram, they are not real. They are not real. All those youths pondering their billions, have you ever opened your mouth to challenge him? That's how cowardice we are. And that's why they are taking advantage of us. Apart from your billions, have you written something to say why? Have you called upon him to say why it's saying what you're saying? Prove what you're saying. No, nobody's talking. Only so Nnamdi Kanu said, oh, Chike Doziem said this. Oh, this person said this. Oh, this person said that. Here are your killers. Here are those sponsoring the decimation of your population. We still don't tend to understand. We tend not to understand. We tend not to be in line with what is happening. This is where we'll end this program today. We'll be on the air again tomorrow, Tuesday. Let me get this call. Then you're already here. So, caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon from here.
Good morning.
Yes. MAZI ALOZIE again.
We are fine. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, sir. Yes. All Biafra. Sometimes some very weak. Sometimes happy. I want to tell us the Biafrans. We can never run away from Biafran land. But because this land is given to us by Chukwu Okike Abiame, and all the goodies in this land, we have never enjoyed it for one day. From 1945, as they said, or from 1914, that the British created this country. Do we want to tell ourselves that the Britain doesn't know what is going on in our land? They know. Unless we get up. Yesterday, as we are discussing the way forward with MAZI Jonathan Chinedu, there are so many opinions. Now, what I want to remind us is this. We are going to hear from our QS today, especially the HOD, who is the leader. A nation without leader is rubbish. It's like a country that is guiding the country without God. I want to tell our people today, let's listen to the conclusion of the GOS so that we can move forward. I know somebody called my name and said, yes, we can march our people to the streets. The whole Biafrans will come out, if it is the wish of the GOS, and tell these people that it's enough is enough. And after that, our leaders, learn from the governor, the councillors, if they wish, let them go to Abuja. They are the one that brought our Onyendu back to this country. Our Onyendu denounced Nigeria, and he sold in the British passport, and the British, they are quiet. We really want to tell them that they educated us in their own language, while we have our own mother tongue, that we have our own brain that God gives to us. We must stand up and tell them, the British government, I mean the cabals. The British people are good people, but there is cabal in the British and in Nigeria that they are working hand to hand. So, we have to get up. If we die tomorrow, and my children will enjoy this country, I will not be unhappy. I will be the happiest man on earth. Yes, our leader controlled us if we are reasoning. That is coming back to Nigeria and is going to bring hell down to this country. That is what he said. And he said, we have crossed the Rubicon, no returning back. That if we die in this process, Biafra will come very, very quick. So we should not worry. Yes, for us forever. We are the children of Chukwu Okike Abiame. And it's the way to fight for us that we must get up. Please, I beg my people, the Biafran people, We must come together. Listen to the GOS, the HOD. I hope you will talk to us today, and we must abide. Our brother gives a prophecy. 2017. I think I'm correct. They did not play it till this very month. And we heard what he said. He's not the one that appointed himself. I want to encourage our brother, that is Tom Prince, that Sam Paul is a weak man. And he prayed to God to remove the tongue in his flesh. And God told him, my power manifests in the weak. And when Paul was searching to know the truth, and God told him, I put this stone in your flesh so that you will not puff up. Tom Prince, you heard what Elohim said. Keep yourself, abide with the words of Elohim. Nothing will happen. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Thank you, Nazi. Like I said, this is where we'll be ending today's broadcast. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. The will of the people. It is the people that will make the change, not one person. Our leader has led us to where we can take over and to let Ariwaman to come and insult us openly. When to release, when not to release, who to release, is power we have given to them, and that we have to look into it. We have been silent for too long. I thank all of you for listening, and like I said, the US will be here 8 p.m. Biafran time, so thanks to all of you. Have a nice day. South Africa is coming next.
I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the Directorate of State as the head of directorate.